Look, I wouldn't say I regret it, viewers, but it's not my best signing ever, is it? 2.5, well, 2.2 thousand a week. I mean, 2.5 would have been worse, £200 worse, but yeah, not great from me, this. It's more that he retires in a few weeks. I've made him the vice captain, viewers. We've made mistakes. It's also in pounds today. There's no justifiable reason as to why. But since we last met, viewers, goals have been flying in, not just in the friendly games, which I'm hoping that we win more often than not. You'll notice there we beat Thames 7-0. What I've noticed is the level of American football across the tiers is just higher than English football, which is interesting because at the top level it's certainly not, but at the bottom level it is a little bit stronger, which is interesting because America have never had that as a system. So it's quite nice to see, actually. You can see there in the cup competitions, we've blitzed 2 teams and scored 12 goals in 2 games. Ottawa was the first. They are a division above us, and we scored 6 goals in the first half, and in the second half we did nothing. We just let them score a goal and then relaxed for the rest of the game, which I'm okay with. And then Charlotte Eagles, it was a different sort of situation. Scored 4 in the first half and then 2 in the second, a little bit more convincing. They're not as good, Charlotte Eagles. Yeah, they should be, I wouldn't say ashamed of themselves because they've tried there. The fact that they've had 49% possession is something of a miracle. We had 37 shots in that one, 6 goals, not too bad. And today then, we face 2 sides that I actually think are winnable games in this competition. You can see, based on the signings that we've made in the season that has just gone, we're in quite a promising position. Pittsburgh actually a favourite ahead of us, a team that were promoted last season, do you remember? And we play the team that says CDTAPATITL, etc. And then AT.Reynosa, which I think is fine. I think Reynosa, I've got that one on lockdown. Those are our 2 games today then, and we'll see how we feature in both of them. And you can see actually there's the odds at the top, like there's not a little bit of uncertainty. 12 to 1's quite short odds to be promoted, which I think is going to be fascinating to see how it gets on towards the end of the season then, and hopefully you'll join me for that conclusion. Right then, let's crack on with this season. If you missed the last episode, it was sort of a preview of what's to come this season, and we focused on a lot of the transfers in that one, as well as a little look back at last year as well. So make sure you've caught up on that one. It is kind of important because of all the new faces you're going to see today. If you don't recognise these new faces, this team lineup will look different to you, and you'll be unaware of what on earth is going on. But let me run you through it then, to give you an idea of who's who and where's where and what's what. Now, in the last 2 games, you've seen we've scored lots of goals, so I don't think I'm going to be changing the system too much as we go into our first league game. Firmino keeps his spot in goal, though. Sandoval at right back, Thompson at left back, but it's in the centre where things have changed. James Musa is now playing on the left side of that back line. You can see decent enough attributes, very physical as well. I think we're athletically a lot better than we were last season. From New Zealand, he sits in there, and the Rodrigo L from Cameroon next to him as well. Both of them are physical, can get about the pitch as well, enough pace on them not to be outpaced by some of the quicker strikers in the league. In the centre then, Matured stays there as Zala, but as a deep line playmaker, Gonzalez comes in next to him. Edouard Gonzalez, I think so. Colombian, recently signed actually, and I think we've got ourselves one hell of a player here. Has been around a little bit, but I think he could be a bit of a superstar. I like him a lot. He's the sort of player I really wanted to be in this side. He's got really nice technical attributes for this division, and his mentals aren't too bad either, and 14 pace is always nice to have as well. I'd be interested to see if he stays on that left-hand side. He's a right-footed player, but I don't really mind. In central midfield, I'm less bothered about like what foot they are, because I would often play 2 right-sided players, so it doesn't really make a difference. Smith continues on the right-hand side. Hernandez comes in on the left. Yusuf Hernandez could well be the secret star of this season so far. He's played 2 games for me. In the cup competition, 2 goals and 2 assists. I think he could be a little bit of a superstar. Mainly we scored quite a lot of goals. Kuzan starts in behind the striker, Juan Kuzan. Is it Kuzan? I said Kuzan. It's Kuzan, isn't it? My apologies. As that playmaker, lots of flair to his game, but as we've talked about before, if you watched last episode, lots of creative talent on the bench these days, and Caldwell misses out, who would normally start for me. And up top, Cesar Loria is going to be the one for me. I just love the dribbling, finishing, and first touch attributes of a player like this. Left-sided, really quick, great agility, really good off the ball and composure. He's just a really good striker for this level. He's not complete in that sense, but the attributes I really look for in strikers, he's got them in abundance. So we're going to start him up front for us today. Again, lots of depth on the bench as well to bring on if needs be. Like of Chris Brady aren't even starting now. Freddie Adu's there. Scarlett off the bench as well. Segbers, of course, who you remember. So let's get into this first game and see how we get on. First league game of the season. It's always exciting, isn't it, viewers? New division, but let's see what we can do in it as we try and attack it with a little bit of vigour. We're going to play on the front foot this season. We're not going to worry about defending. I've touched on this again last episode. I can't emphasise enough, folks. If you've missed last episode, you've missed out on everything. But hopefully the boys today can put in a good performance and create some memorable names for us, as that first highlight is nothing. I hate the fact that when you show like after match previews, the match stats don't show, but then when you change this, it then stays as this. Does that bug anyone else? Yeah, just me? No, everyone. Everyone should be annoyed. And also, our campaign against goalkeepers, well, maybe they should rightly be marked down, actually. But no, people really need to start noticing that goalkeeper... Go and watch, check your saves right now. Check the best goalkeeper in the league. See what his average rating was last season and see if it justifies itself. It won't. We need it sorted. We're 1-0 down, viewers. I'm trying to distract you. Is it working? If I told you, viewers, that we'd won the last 2 games 6-0 and that'd put me on a high, would that have been obvious? I say this, we've had 7 shots so far. We're yet to see any of them. I just thought I've got overconfident, viewers, is what's happened, because as I say, when you score that many goals in quick succession, you kind of expect to roll over every single team you play from then on. But so far, it's not really been the case. 1-0 down, as Matured gets it, sort of just outside the box, back out to Thompson. We know his left foot is a wand. It doesn't quite find its intended target this time. Gonzalez picks it up, finds Kazane, back to Gonzalez, and the new names are going to have to be try to be bedded in my own brain, which is always quite tricky when you sign new players, especially when you sign a lot of them as well. That was cut out. Blimey, that ball over the top could have been deadly. As they're still looking for it, you can kind of tell that they want to get that number 9 in and give him a chance on goal. But if he can get this back, they've gone. He's shot. That is arrogant. Another chance for us just before half time. There's a minute to go. They've snatched it off us, and now the race is on. Can we get back in time? Although an interception comes in, despite the fact they've still got the ball, and they're looking dangerous. Lovely ball out to the left hand side. That crossfield ball, by the way. Very well. The goalkeeper campaign is taking a hit here, viewers. Justifiably rubbish so far. This ball here, though, by the way, is on another level. That is stupendous. I mean, just perfectly positioned. First time ball in as well. I mean, it's just, what else do you do but hit something? 3-0 was very good last season. 2-0 down, viewers. 2-0 down. Maybe we're just a cup side. Like, if we don't do well in the league, it gives us a chance to focus on the cup. You know, that's the reverse of how it normally works. Right, I've told them I expect better. Second half. Come on, view boys. They've got to... We're bottom of the league as things stand. 22 teams in this division, and you can see a lot of their boys are actually quite tired, so this second half might be good for us. We'll go to a more balanced approach. Maybe sort of go, defending on one side, attacking on the other, as Laurier is having quite a poor game. Half an hour to go. Oh, Sandoval's picked up an injury as well. That's annoying. Sigbers will come on to replace him at right back, but I was going to bring on Chris Brady up top. There we go. Get him involved, see if he can score a couple of goals for us. As now they've not noticed the fact that I've... Everyone relax. Be calm, Ben. Be calm. Just did this though, didn't we? Just did this. Weirdly, it acknowledged one substitution there. Didn't acknowledge the other one, which is weirder. Apparently Kazane is struggling for a bit of fitness as well. Ordinarily, I would play Peter Caldwell, but I want him to play next game. I think that's what we'll do. We'll get Danny Barrow on the left-hand side. I mean, it doesn't look like we're going to get anything from this, viewers, despite being probably the better side. We'll go more attacking. I was trying to sort of level things out for us a little bit, but it hasn't worked at all. This is a good result for them, because I thought we were going to batter them, viewers. 15 seconds left to go, and Central Park Rangers have started the season, well, dreadfully. I've said it many times before, viewers, but you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and some of these boys should be ashamed of themselves. Well, there we are. That's it's not gone as planned. I feel like we deserve a little bit. Never mind. Look, that's football, isn't it? Sometimes you are the better side, and I've said I can't fault any performance, and they've gone, yeah, we were good, actually. I do feel better now. That sounded a little bit Jurassic, the way I did that. Right, another game, though. Luckily for us, in 3 days' time, they get lots of rest as well. No need to rest them for that one. Sandoval's out for 4 to 5 weeks, so that's fantastic news. Good. Not good. It's not good. Right, we might see some wholesale changes then going into the second game, but yeah, not a good start, viewers. Now, midway through, let's talk about Jonathan Carrasco, who has had a bunch of interest in him and has a release fee that is being met by every team under the sun. Now, this happened a couple of weeks ago as well, but the team that really went for him were Bournemouth. Now, luckily for us, the clause in the contract only exists for teams in higher divisions. So when Bournemouth came in with 550,000, I thought, I'll accept that, and then when he accepts it, I'll just reject it, and he'll survive. What's now happened is, viewers, no teams in England are bidding for him, and he's probably going to leave. I could offer him a new contract, but he ain't interested. So, Central Park Rangers original looks like he's going to leave, and it makes me very sad. Maybe I should play him next game, give him one last hurrah. I can't do that, though, because I unregistered him thinking he would leave. So he's gone to Portland, straight in their reserves. Worth it going in. It could have stayed with me, mate. I would have actually played you. I'm hoping that at some point Jonathan Carrasco comes back to us as a more well-rounded player. Hopefully he improves a little bit, and then as we move up the divisions, he'll be better. Unambitious, it says there, which is strange considering that Portland are much better, generally speaking. Not the reserves, though, they're rubbish. Right then, team-wise for this next game, I'm going to keep things relatively similar to as they were before. I'm going to change the role of Laurier. Colwell's going to come back in now. I think this is going to be important. He's the main man for me. I love him very much, very dearly. I know him from Indy 11. We'll see how he does today. Segbus, of course, comes in at right back, though, because of the injury. We've got DeSanderel. Was that a long injury? I forget now. 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, not ideal, but not the worst thing ever. And Segbus can fill in there quite well. The rest of the side is going to remain exactly the same, other than Barrow on the left-hand side. So not exactly the same, Ben. Don't say it if you don't mean it. It's just nicely well-rounded, so I want to try and feature him in the team as much as possible. And he's our own player, he's not a loanee, so giving him opportunities to shine might be important. It also means that Hernandez can come off the bench if neither winger are playing well. It's nice that he can play across that line, really. All right, we lost the first game, viewers. Okay, it didn't go perfectly well for us. Let's see how we do. Let's see if we bounce back. All right then, Central Park Rangers in the famous green and gold, whereas we've got CD Case, we'll call them. I don't know, that's flipping it. It's Tepatitlan. That was perfect. Well done, Ben. As we have a chance, maybe. We didn't score in the first game after, well, we've scored now. 10 minutes in, it's been disallowed. We've not scored, viewers. The whole thing's been a lie. Sam Smith there, not ideal. Oh, by the way, I'll give you an update on the database for this save at the end of the video. Problematic situation. With a solution, though, so don't fear. So an early setback, that being that we've scored, and the rules of the game have said no. So annoying. I was hoping that this division would be one of the more comfortable ones that we sort of bounce our way through. See there, Richmond up in 3rd position, already starting the season very well. I was kind of hoping that would be Pittsburgh in 6th as well. They've started pretty strongly as 0-0, thrilling. Right, let's give them the passionate approach. Look, you weren't that bad first half, but I believe you've got what it takes. You can improve. They've loved that. They've loved every inch of it. I'm just thinking team-wise, is there any change we can maybe make? I'm thinking Corbin Bone might feature at some point. Very experienced man. I think it might be time for him, actually. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to bring him on right now. We'll see if he has an impact on the game. And, of course, Hernandez on the bench too. Ready, raring, waiting to go. I think Laurier's sensational. I mean, that sounds like I'm saying L'Oreal's sensational, the hair product. I'm not. I think Laurier is really good, though. I think if we get goals out of him, he's the sort of player that will go on a run of goals, as Farino almost made a completed save there. He did, the first 50% was fine. Free kick, Colvey on it for them. Farino with another save. He's growing into this game. I mean, it might be Freddie Adu time. You know, you're looking for a bit of star power. I've been talking up Hernandez. In fact, Hernandez one side, Freddie Adu the other. It's go time. We've scored. I mean, that was go time. Okay, admittedly, viewers, it's not counted again. Are you joking? I mean, the ball's played in. Looks fine there. Oh, that's very harsh. I mean, it's, again, literally is offside, but that annoying. And now the change has happened. Well, I said go time there. We scored immediately. Again, though, ruled out. Let's see if the two new wingers can make an impact. Ball over the top from them, from Colvey. And they're in on goal. Farino, game of his life over here. That's not true. Last year he was sensational, and I'll give him that credit. I realise I've been quite doom and gloom about our form so far. We've played one match, we're halfway through the second one, and I'm sitting here like, oh, the whole season's gone to. I almost did a swear there. Gone to sausage, gone to stuff, gone to pork pies. As ball played in, cleared away. Musa has sort of cleared that. I shouldn't have changed the back line. That's where this whole thing has come down. I should have stuck with it, but I got confident in the first 2 games. I thought, fine, if these new boys want to do the business, then let them. As shots are flying in. I honestly thought we'd be winning. Oh, good. Corbin Bone, CB. I've got no other options. Caldwell's just going to have to drop a little bit deeper and play as the advanced playmaker in the centre. I guess it's not a very defensively stable midfield at this point, but we've made all 3 substitutions, so we couldn't bring anyone on. But with a minute to go, can we surprise the world? As Freddie Adu, shoot my friend. No, don't shoot from there. Caldwell back into matured. Can we find a ball through? Just pop it through. Thompson's on it now. I mean, this is looking promising, viewers. I'm not going to lie. We've done very little all game. Highlight-wise, it's been quite barren. But, Hernandez, lovely ball across the pitch. Into Laurier. Oh, he's at the post. 6 minutes of additional time. And we've got 10 men. And they're attacking, and that was close. That was like when a child first writes a story and it's just got "and" in between every sentence. 93 minutes now. This is never ending. I'm still quietly confident that we can get something from this. Laurier, he's through on goal. Oh, for pigging sake. It's been a very pork-based episode of the last couple of minutes. As 95 minutes on the clock, 45 seconds to go. This would be devastation if they were to score now. How do we manage in a cup game? Immediately, they might not have been taking it seriously. To demolish and maul a team in a high division. And then it comes to a league game against a team that we probably should be beating, and we're struggling. What's that all about, viewers? Freddie Adu, make it happen. Here we go. Freddie Adu now, racing at their back line. There's not much time to go. Can someone be a hero? Can someone leave us with a memory that this season started positively? Not negatively with 1 point from 2 games. I mean, this is very nice possession. It's over. And there we are then. Towards the end there, hanging on, viewers. With 10 men, though, I guess we've done okay to salvage a point after that injury. I'm just going to tell them they were unlucky. They haven't reacted in a little bit. I'm just going to keep saying they're unlucky. You're unlucky. Guys, you're all unlucky. Like they're lottery ticket buyers that are just, they're never going to win, but they're just unlucky every week. And there we are then. Central Park Rangers. I mean, that looks terrifying. That is a pit of death right there, isn't it? That is, blimey. Okay, well, we'll see how we get on next time then. Not the greatest thing for us there, that result. Everything else is looking okay. They Corbin Bone out injured. I still think we'll find a groove. I think next time we meet, we'll have taken maximum. I don't know where it'll happen. We play Red Bull's second team in a while, but I think we might push forward a little bit more. St. Louis and Tulsa. I quite like to face those two sides in between the cup games, because I think the league actually is the important thing this year, the cup less so, and against the two teams we've drawn, it might be tricky anyway. So I'll see you for that next time. If you enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like on it if you're enjoying it, and if you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. We love with care for inspiration. Until next time, goodbye viewers, lots of love, bye. And in regards to the database, the update then is this right now. I'm hoping in a few days' time it will be on Sorted Out SI officially, with a badge pack and everything. But for those that really want to get stuck into the database right now, drbenchy.com is a website I've had for about a year. I figure I may as well use it. So there's a download link available on there. You know where to put it. Sports Interactive Football Manager 2019 editor data, and load it as you normally would. There's a link in the top line of the description. It is also available on Steam and downloads into Steam via a different folder. If you know what you're doing with Steam, then sure, use it that way as well. Link in the description. That is more tricky though, so I would just download it as a raw file and put it in the folder necessary if you wish. It's not ideal, but I said I'd give it to you soon, and this is the quickest way. Shout out to the Steam Workshop for being shit.